Greetings, my subscribers, as well my newest subscribers. Thank you all for coming. Now, for today, I'm going to demonstrate to you on how I cook my delicious curry chicken neck and chicken foot with vegetables and plain rice. Yes, you heard correctly. Curry chicken neck and chicken foot with vegetables and plain rice. Now, guys, this demonstration is worthwhile watching. I don't want to miss this, so stay tuned, and I'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in. Now here in the bowl, I have approximately 2 pounds of chicken neck and chicken foot. Now it's a mixture of 1 pound each, right? Now I did went ahead and I cleaned it up, you know what I mean? Take off the fat off right and all them things and cut the nails off. As you can see, the nails are cut off, you know what I mean? No nails on it. And the chicken neck, the skin peel off and the fat from in the middle here was clean up. And I did went ahead and wash it off outside. However, I didn't wash it as yet, you know what I mean? I just rinse it off because, you know, on the outside cut the meat, right? Because I don't normally cut meat inside. I do it on the outside by the cistern, right? So what I'm gonna do now is to get some water on it, like so. Not too much water because I'm gonna wash it, right? I'm gonna add some Robert's vinegar. There it is, Robert's vinegar. Now it doesn't really matter what vinegar, which vinegar you wanna use. You know what I mean? As long as it's vinegar and it does the work the way you want it. Now I'm gonna actually add some Cal's lime juice. You know, as I said before, lime juice and vinegar make a perfect combination when you're washing any form of meat, you know what I mean? So what I'm gonna do now is to go with my hands and just ensure it's properly washed, you know what I mean? Like so. Now if you notice the water is not bloody, you know what I mean? Because it's not like chicken or pork or beef or so, you know what I mean? It's a chicken neck along with the feet, you know what I mean? So even when I did eventually cut them up and wash off them outside, if you notice the water is not looking too bad, but I'm still going to have to ensure it's properly clean, you know what I mean? So with me, you know, adding the vinegar and the lime juice in the water with the meat, that's just a thing, you know what I mean? So you know, vinegar and lime juice makes a perfect combination when washing any form of meat, either chicken, pork, fish, it doesn't really matter, you know what I mean? So I'm gonna let it sit for a few minutes and then I'll come back and I will. Alright, so I'm back, so I'm gonna throw the water off. Like so. Then I'm gonna get some more water from the faucet. Then I'm gonna rinse it. Alright, let me throw this off. Then I'm gonna rinse it again. Then I'm going to throw it out. And I'm going to rinse it one more time. Alright, now Guys, if you know me, right? I take pride in what I do, you know what I mean? So when things have been done in the kitchen, it has to be done correctly. You know what I mean? That's just my thing. If you don't put the container, I'm gonna rinse it one more time because I was looking at the water and it seemed like it was not clear enough. You know what I mean? So as myself whom I like, and the water is clear. It should be clear, you know what I mean? I don't want to see nothing in there besides from a chicken foot and the neck, right? So no form of, loose fat or loose skin or anything. It should be clear enough. All right. Now all the water is drained off. Just ensuring that all the water is drained off. I don't want no water to in the bowl with the meat. Alright, now I'm gonna let this sit until I'm ready to season it. So keep on tuning in for that. Thanks for tuning in. Alright, so here I'm gonna put approximately say 4 cloves of garlic that was crushed. A piece of ginger right here as well. Then we got some scotch bonnet pepper. Now these seasonings are just to enhance the flavor of the meat for now, you know what I mean? Because this is not just a seasoning. I'm gonna add the rest of seasoning when the meat is tender. You feel me? Yeah, so basically what I'm saying is that, when I'm cooking, I don't really like to add all the seasonings at once. You know what I mean? Like the bell pepper, scallion, and the onion. Yeah, when the meat is like 3/4 way cooked, that's when I'm adding the rest of seasonings. Alright, so after adding these seasonings into the bowl with the meat, I'm gonna go ahead with some dash right there, my dash season. Now dash season, it has herbs and garlic in it. Yeah, man, for real. And furthermore, the dash season goes well with the Maggi all-purpose season. There you have it, my Maggi all-purpose season. I'm telling you guys. To be honest, before I started using this season, I used to see my uncle use it to cook. You know what I mean? And I was like, I don't know. I've never tried it before, but I said, it would be worthwhile to try it. But the thing about it is that I never tried it. I never tried it because I was so accustomed to easy spice seasoning. You know what I mean? But then it's the easy spice seasoning. It had a lot of salt in it, and that was the thing. It was the killer. You know what I mean? Too much salt is not good for the body. So the thing, I'm not saying salt is not good for the body. Salt is good for the body, but too much salt is not good for the body. You know what I mean? So, after doing my thing, at some point, a friend of mine was telling me about the same season here, the same one here, Maggi all-purpose, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a shot. That's what it's made of. And believe me, guys, from the day I bought my first Maggi all-purpose season, I never saw Easy Spice no more. Easy Spice was that thing of the past. Trust me. It's always my Maggi all-purpose season. Maggi all-purpose season, it doesn't care like a salt in it. It just care a pinch of salt. Just a pinch of salt in it. You know what I mean? So, in there, you probably see me add the Maggi all-purpose season in here. Believe you me, hey, it's not salty. So don't think it is, alright? So just keep on tuning in and you'll see and how I get things done here, where? In my kitchen, of course. Alright, so let me just go ahead and rub up the meat here in the bowl. That's my chicken foot and chicken neck. Yeah, I just want to make sure that my meat is properly marinated, you know what I mean? So I'm going to season it. Just ensure it's properly seasoned and just place it on the fridge and allow it to marinate, because It is going to be my lunch for tomorrow. You know what I mean? Yeah, man, for real. You know, it's already, guys, in the kitchen, when I'm here cooking, in the thing that I touch turns to gold. You know what I mean? For real. And I must say, thanks to my mother, you know what I mean? Because she was the one who actually brought me under her wings and said, come son, because you know what? I'm not going to let no one take advantage of you. I'm not going to allow no woman or female to take advantage of you, because you know what? If you can't cook, you can't yourself. So, basically what she said basically is that, you see, the thing is that if you can't cook, right, you're in trouble, because then guess what? You're going to have to rely on someone to do for you. But my mother, she taught me, because she said, I don't want no females to take the underwear to beat you, because if you can't cook, dog name your goose. That's what she said. Dog name your supper. Dog name your supper. So you have to can cook. You know what I mean? So there it is, guys. It's all ready. So I'm gonna cover it and place it on the fridge to marinate for tomorrow, because tomorrow is when I'm gonna kick it. You know what I mean? And you may be wondering what I'm gonna prepare. Well, you know what? Let me just let you know. It's gonna be some curry, chicken neck and chicken foot with plain rice. You get that? And as well some vegetables like carrot and iced potato. Those will be in it. Alright, so just keep on tuning in and you will see the results of my cooking process. Alright guys, guess what I forgot? I forgot to put a little fermented berries in it. Alright. I had it crushed. If I notice the bag, I have to fold the bag, put in the middle and turn over and then crush it. So I forgot to put the fermented berries in. That's just somebody sometimes, when things are not close to you, sometimes you tend to forget. But you know what I mean? But that's just how it is sometimes. We're not perfect, we're human beings. We tend to forget things at times, but it's just one of those days. Alright, so I'm gonna rub it up. I'm gonna rub it up. Rub it up, rub it up, rub it up, rub it up. Rub it up. Make sure it goes properly. Season well right. Alright. Let me just taste it. It's good. Alright, so that's it. So I'm gonna cover it up and put it in the fridge till tomorrow. Alright. Now I went ahead and I light the fire beneath the cooker. Right, then I'm going to add some oil to the pot. Now I'm not going to use too much oil now. Not too much oil, just enough to burn the curry. Right? Now if you notice, I did not add no curry to the meat that I seasoned yesterday. However, that's just what it is sometimes, you know what I mean? As I said before, you can do whatever you want to do. As long as it turns out the right way. You know what I mean? That's all that matters. That's all that matters. As long as it turns out the right way. Alright. So I'm going to give it a few minutes. Just a few more minutes until the oil is extremely hot. Then I can throw some curry in it and burn it. Alright, so there's no time to get the curry and pour it within the cooker. Alright. So there it is, 1 pack of curry powder. Then I'm going to give it a toss like so. You can smell the aroma of the curry burning. You know what I mean? That's just how I like it. Yeah, look at the smoke, guys. Not too much oil, just a little bit of oil because You know we don't want to hold up oil in it, right? Now they already take the meat from out the fridge. So what I'm gonna do is to pour the meat within the cooker. Let me get my wooden spoon. I'm gonna pour the meat like so. There it is. Darling, we're gonna flip it now. I'm gonna give it a toss. Okay. Let me just get some water in the pan here. Give it a stir. Then I'm gonna use my wooden spoon to stir the meat within the pot. You know what I mean? Just like so. So I want to make sure the meats are properly coated with the burnt curry. Alright, now I'm gonna get a little more water. You know, I've said before, when you're using a cooker, you don't want to add too much water, right? The water should be leveled with the meat within the cooker like so, see? That's what I'm talking about. That's the level way it should be. Now, the more the meat in the cooker, the more you carry the water, but then do not exceed it, you know what I mean? Because remember that it's gonna boil within the cooker, right? So you don't want to put too much meat in here and then you add too much water to carry it up to this rim here. You know what I mean? That's gonna be too high. So if so be the case, get a bigger cooker. But for me, this is okay. You know what I mean? This size cooker is okay for me. Alright, so I'm gonna let it come to a boil. I'm gonna increase the flame. And the flame was turned down. So I'm gonna increase it. Now I will be giving it approximately 5 minutes. As soon as it comes to a boil, I'm gonna put the cover on and the small weight. The weight is this. I'm gonna give it around 5 minutes. Alright? So just keep on tuning in. You know what I mean? And you'll see the results on that. Alright guys, so as you can see now, the pot has now come to a boil, right? So I'm just giving it a stir just to ensure so nothing is sticking to the bottom. And then I'm going to cover the pot. So if you notice, I mentioned before, if you notice the level of the water within the pot with the meat, that's how your water should be within the cooker whenever you're trying to get anything tenderized. You know what I mean? And the reason why I'm using my cooker, I'm gonna tell you, right? Okay, maybe wondering, why am I using the cooker to cook this? Well, the thing about it, let me tell you the secret with chicken foot. Chicken foot have what I call hardness to it when cooking, you know what I mean? And I'm not gonna stand here and take a long time. I'm not gonna stand here waiting for the chicken foot to get tenderized if I'm gonna cook it the regular way. No, I'm telling you guys, when I'm telling you this, these are facts. I'm talking about. It's a fact. F-A-C-T. See, if you're gonna cook chicken foot on a stove in a regular pot, like say a regular pot like this one here, right? The thing is, what I'm saying is that it's gonna take some time because chicken foot is not soft to cook. You know what I mean? But then that's why I'm using the cooker. Now, when using the cooker, it cuts the cooking process, you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm gonna put on a cover now, like so. Right? Now, this cooker here now, I've had this cooker for umpteen years. Trust me. I've had this cooker for a very long time. You know, my ex bought me this cooker. and it's still going. You know, I was thinking about getting a new one. You know, I still thinking about it, you know. But what I'm saying is that this cooker here, believe you me, I don't believe I've ever came across anything like it. You know what I mean? For real, it's still going, and I've had this cooker for over 13 years. Seriously, over 13 years. I've had this cooker. I've never changed the rubber. Never done anything to it more than if the angle slack up to tighten it. You know what I mean? But metal is still going. Still going, man. Now let's keep on shooting in and you'll see the results of my pressured chicken foot and chicken neck. And if I notice, as I said before, I'm gonna give it 5 minutes. Nothing more than 5 minutes, right? And that is just to tenderize the chicken foot, alright? So let's keep on shooting it. Now it's been 5 minutes, so what I'm gonna do now is to turn the flame off. As I said before, only 5 minutes I need to tenderize it. And then I'm gonna cook it down with the seasoning. And that's the balance of seasoning. So let's keep on tuning in, alright? The cooker is now cool. So I'm gonna take the weight off. Then take the cover. Like so. Guys, look at this. Look at this. As I said before, I only give it 5 minutes. That's all it's required. Just to tenderize the chicken foot. Cause chicken foot can have like a hardness in it. You know what I mean? There's like a hardness. There's like a hardness in it. So, alright, what I'm gonna do now is to pour it out into this pot right here. Right? This bad boy. Alright. Now keep on tuning in for that and you'll see that. Alright? Alright, so I'm gonna take the cover off. Then I'm gonna pour the meat into the pot here. Alright? Like so. You can smell that aroma, guys. You wanna smell it? You can smell it? It smells good, don't it? Alright, so I'm going to get my wooden spoon now and just level it off here in the pot. Now guys, look at my curry chicken foot and neck. Alright. Now what I'm gonna do is to just cover the pot, let it sit, because I'm going to get the seasonings ready. Right, so I'm gonna cut up the seasonings and stuff for it. And you will see on how I get it done. So keep on tuning. Alright, so here is my seasonings and vegetables that I went ahead and cut up off cam. So I have scallion, onion, pepper, bell pepper, thyme, you know what I mean, and then I have some carrots and mashed potato, and these are the vegetables, alright? So just keep on tuning in, you know what I mean, and you'll see how things get done within my kitchen, of course. Alright. Now the pot has now come to a boil. So I'm gonna get my vegetable. That would be my carrot and mashed potato. And just pushing our vegetable now. Now you have the seasonings along with the vegetables on the same board here, but the seasonings won't go in right now. Just gonna give the meat time to cook with the vegetables, alright? I'm going to cover the pot. So So just keep on tuning in. Alright, you don't know it already, no guys. Just go and tune in same way, alright? Now what I'm gonna do now is to add a little water to it. Now the water I'm gonna add to the pot, right? The water from the cooker, right? So there it is. What I had to do was to pour some water in the cooker, then give it a stir, you know what I mean, like so. Yeah man, for real. Then I'm gonna pour it in, right? So I'm just going to cover the pot and allow it to continue to cook. Now guys, as I said before, what I had to do was to give the meat 5 minutes to tenderize, right? Now when I say give 5 minutes, I don't mean to get it too soft, because I'm going to cook it down as you can see now, right? Because if it's cooked down, if it's pressured too soft, it's not gonna be to my suit, you know what I mean? I don't want the meat to fall off the bone. Let me take the meat off the bone. You feel me? Yeah, that's how I like it. I like to take the meat off the bone. I don't want it to fall off the bone. So I'm going to allow it to go and cook some more, tenderize the vegetables and everything, and then I'll just go ahead and pour the seasonings in, and that will be the seasons that I've cut up. So let's keep on tuning in, alright? Now see it there. Now this is what I'm talking about, you know what I mean? Curry chicken neck and chicken foot with vegetables. And I tell you guys, the aroma that is coming from the pot, it smells so delicious. But you know what? Don't just take my word for it. You know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna cover the pot. You know, sometimes I don't want to seem like I'm exaggerating. Believe you me, but the thing is, as I said before, I never went to school to learn to cook. No, I didn't. My mother was the one my mother is the one who is responsible. She's the one who taught me how to cook. You know what I mean? Yeah, just like that, you know what I mean? So I'm proud to say, yes, my mother taught me. You know what I mean? And I taught my kids and mom how to cook. You know what I mean? And that's just how it is. And I taught my dad how to cook too. So it's a trend. You know what I mean? My mother teach me. I teach my ex-baby mother. And I teach my kids how to cook. So it's a trend. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. So let's keep on shooting in, alright? And you'll see how things get done here in the kitchen, alright? While the meat is cooking on the other side of the stove, I'm going to show you that the water is almost coming to a boil here in the pot. Now what I'm going to do is to add some salt to it, right? Or maybe a pinch of butter. A pinch of butter. Not too much, you know what I mean? So I'm going to add a piece of butter to the pot. Then I'm going to add some rice. So I'm going to add some salt. You better just say whatever guys, I'm going to add some rice. But I'm talking about salt. So I'm going to add half teaspoon of salt. Right, that's half teaspoon. Don't need no more than this half teaspoon because it's not a lot of rice I'm going to cook. No, it's a base and then what the rice I'm going to cook. And add more salt to it, if you get what I mean. And I must say, if you notice, I don't use a lot of salt. I just use salt for taste. You know what I mean? So let's keep on tuning in. I'm going to wash the rice and then I'm going to pour it in. So let's keep on tuning in for that. The rice is now washed and ready to put in the pot. I'm just shaking it in like so. Then I'm gonna hold it and skate down the balance from the bowl into the pot. Like so, you know what I mean? Yeah, I like to use my bowl. Nothing to me like my bowl, you know what I mean? You know why? Because you have this kind of cone shape, you know, it's easy to just, you know, take things from out of the bowl like so, you know what I mean? I like the shape of it. I'm a tough, I love everything about it. So that's why I choose to get this kind of bowl. So I have different kind of bowls. I have glass bowl, I have the plastic bowl, and I also have the metal bowl. You know? So that's let me get my wooden spoon and get the rice I store. You know, when I pour the rice in the pot, you want to ensure you give it a stir, you know what I mean? So that means that the rice won't be sticking in the pot, nor will it be lumpy. So I'm gonna give it time for it to come to a boil, and when it comes to a boil, I'm gonna go ahead again and stir it, you know what I mean? Because if you don't do it that way, guys, guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna be lumpy, you know what I mean? You don't want that. So just make sure you go ahead and give it a stir again as soon as it comes to a boil. And if you notice, guys, if you had noticed that whenever I'm cooking my rice, you have never seen me taking my spoon and go and stir the cooked rice and spin over. No, I don't do that. I don't do that. What I normally do is just gauge my flame. As soon as the water boils down or the coconut milk boils down, I gauge my flame to the lowest flame possible. And that's when I'm almost going to turn the stove off. I gauge it and then it goes low. I mean it goes lower than the low flame it is, you know what I mean? And that way I'll just let it stay there and steam. Cause guess what? It's not high flame that cooks rice, it's the low flame. You know what I mean? You know when I can turn the stove down and to the lowest point, right? And that's when it turns down. But let me tell you something. When I gauge mine up as I about to turn off the stove, it's lower than even me turn it down. You know what I mean? So that's what I'm talking about. So I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about, right? When I gauge it like I'm gonna turn it off, it's lower than when I turn it down. That's what I'm saying. So that's how my rice is steamed properly. I don't stir what's in the bottom to come to the top. No, I don't do that. But then you know what? If that's your thing, it's okay. You know what I mean? Some folks, they will put a plastic bag over, like take the cover off and put a plastic bag over it to allow it to sweat. I don't do that. I turn on my flame and allow it to take its own time and steam. That's just how it is. That's just my way, you know what I mean? So don't get it twisted. I'm gonna allow the pot to come to a boil. When it comes to a boil, then I'm gonna go in and stir again. Just avoid the rice from being lumpy, alright? So let's keep on tuning in for that. The rice has now come into a boil, so I'm gonna just stir. Just avoid it from being lumpy. You know what I mean? Alright. Seems to be okay now. I'm gonna cover the pot and allow my rice to cook. Alright, so it's on medium flame right now. But as soon as the water starts to boil down, then I'm gonna reduce the flame. So let's keep on tuning for that. I'm going to let the rice continue to cook, and then I will just turn over to the meat because I'm gonna add in the seasonings now. It's about that time. So keep on tuning in, alright? Woo-wee! You can smell the aroma that is coming from the pot, guys. I'm telling you, it smells so delicious. I tell you. Yo, I'm telling the guys that, hey, I don't need to brag, you know. Furthermore, I don't brag. But let me tell you something. See, anything that my hands touch turns to gold. And when I say that, I'm talking about the mere fact where, you know, when I'm cooking, I don't play. Cooking is my hobby. You know what I mean? Cooking is my hobby. This is what I love to do. I love to cook. Alright. Now I'm gonna actually go ahead now and add my seasonings. Alright, so I'm gonna mash them off like so. Put them off in the pot. Now, the reason I'm adding the seasoning now is because I don't want my seasonings to boil out. You know what I mean? I like to have a little crunchiness in my seasonings. And I'm gonna add some thyme as well. So the thyme is going now. Alright, so I'm just giving it a stir. I want to season them to blend up with the meat in the pot, you know what I mean? And if you notice, I did not add too much seasoning. Yeah. I did add scotch bonnet pepper before, but it was not much. That was just the process of seasoning the meat at the beginning. You know what I mean? At the beginning, I just added like a piece of scotch bonnet pepper. But then I add half more to the pot here. You know what I mean? That's just how it is. Alright. That's it. Now I'm gonna cover the pot and allow it to continue. Cook some more. Alright. Alrighty then. Alright, so see the rice still a bubbling up pot now. Alright. Yeah man, so it's gonna stay as is until the water's boiled down. Then I'm gonna reduce the flame. Alright? Okay. The water is not boiled down, so what I'm gonna do, I'm going to reduce the flame and allow it to take its own time and steam. I'm just gently turning it as if I'm going to turn it off, and that way I'll get it on the roll. Alright, here it is. Alright guys, so let's keep on tuning in and I'll show you the results when the rice is finished cooked. Alright. Good afternoon everyone. Now check out my lovely chicken foot and chicken neck, which is curried. Alright, with my vegetables, carrot and mashed potato and seasonings. And I'm telling you guys, the aroma that has come from the pot was so delicious. I cannot wait to dive into this. Next I have my plain rice here steaming. Check this out. You can smell the essence of the rice cooking. It's getting there. It is getting there, I tell you guys. So that would be my lunch. That would have been some curry, chicken neck and chicken foot with plain rice. See that? Look at what I'm cooking for lunch. It is curry chicken neck and chicken foot with vegetables, and I'm telling you guys, the aroma that has come from the pot, it smells so delicious. I cannot wait to dive into this. Here's my plain rice steaming, and as I said before, I don't need to store my rice like this, you know what I mean? As is, that's how the rice is gonna steam. You know, as I said before, some folks like to store the rice on the bottom and what's on the top go down to the bottom. I don't do that. I just allow my rice to take it one time and steam. You see that? Yeah man, for real. Same thing, same way it's set in the guys. So don't know anything set here. Here within my kitchen, a pure niceness, guaranteed. Guys, it's always been a pleasure to share with you what I prepare in my kitchen. So please remember to thumbs up the video, leave a valuable comment, share me out, subscribe to my channel and hit that post notification bell and allow it to be on all. That way you'll be the first person to be notified when I drop a new video. Thank you for watching.